Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, one of the most practical and insightful books on building good habits and breaking bad ones.
Whether you want to get fit, read more, or finally stick to a morning routine, this episode will show you how tiny, consistent changes can lead to huge results.
Stick around because I'm going to share the key takeaways, real-life examples, and actionable steps you can start using today. Atomic Habits teaches that success is not about making huge changes overnight. Instead, it is about making small, consistent improvements that compound over time. James Clear emphasizes the importance of focusing on systems rather than just goals.
The outcomes we achieve are determined by the habits and routines we follow daily, not only by our ambitions.
The book introduces the 4 laws of behavior change, which are making habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying.
Clear encourages us to focus not just on what we want to achieve, but on who we want to become. Each action we take is like casting a vote for the type of person we want to be.
A single action, like reading 1 page, doing 1 push-up, or writing 1 sentence, may seem small, but over time, these actions accumulate and transform our lives. One of the most powerful ideas in the book is that small improvements, even just 1% each day, lead to massive results over time. James Clear writes, "You do not rise to the level of your goals.
You fall to the level of your systems." The lesson here is to focus on building effective systems rather than obsessing over goals.
Think of habits like seeds planted in a garden. Tiny actions may seem insignificant at first, but with consistent attention, they grow into powerful, life-changing results.
The first step is to pick one small habit to start today and focus on consistency rather than perfection.
Another key concept in Atomic Habits is identity-based habits. Instead of saying a goal like "I want to read more books," it is far more effective to say, "I am a reader." This shift changes how you see yourself and guides your daily actions. Every choice, no matter how small, is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. By aligning habits with your desired identity, even tiny actions can reinforce this vision. For example, if you want to be a healthy person, choose small daily actions that support that identity, like taking a short walk or drinking more water.
Habits follow a loop of cue, craving, response, and reward. Recognizing this loop helps in both creating good habits and breaking bad ones.
James Clear explains the 4 laws of behavior change, which can be applied to almost any habit. Making habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying creates a structure for success.
By using these principles, you can design habits that are more likely to stick and less likely to fail.
Environment is a surprisingly powerful factor in shaping behavior. Motivation alone is often not enough to sustain change.
By designing your environment carefully, you can make good habits easier to perform and bad habits more difficult. For example, keeping healthy snacks visible and junk food out of sight nudges you toward better choices without relying solely on willpower. Small changes to your surroundings can have an outsized impact on the habits you develop over time.
Starting small is crucial.
The 2-minute rule teaches that when beginning a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to start.
Small actions reduce resistance and make it more likely you will follow through. Tracking your habits visually, whether with a calendar, a journal, or an app, provides immediate feedback and reinforces consistency. The key is to never miss twice.
If you fail one day, recommit the next day to maintain momentum.
Another powerful aspect of habit formation is social influence.
We tend to imitate the behaviors of those around us, so surrounding ourselves with people who embody the habits we want can greatly increase our chances of success.
Accountability partners or habit contracts create external pressure and commitment, making it easier to maintain long-term consistency. When others are involved, habits become more resilient and more likely to stick. Motivation works best when tasks are slightly beyond our current abilities, a principle James Clear calls the Goldilocks rule. By challenging ourselves just enough, we stay engaged and continue to grow. It is also important to focus on habits that align with our natural strengths.
When a habit leverages what feels easy or enjoyable, we are more likely to sustain it over time.
This approach ensures that improvement feels both achievable and rewarding. In short, Atomic Habits teaches that meaningful change comes from small, consistent actions, identity shifts, and thoughtful system design.
By making habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, and by aligning them with the person we want to become, we can gradually transform our lives.
Tiny improvements compound, leading to remarkable results. The book emphasizes that success is not about perfection or huge bursts of motivation. It is about getting 1% better each day and designing our environment, actions, and mindset to make good habits inevitable and bad habits difficult. With this approach, anyone can achieve lasting improvement, one small habit at a time. And that is your deep dive into Atomic Habits. Remember, the journey to improvement is not about doing everything at once. It is about making tiny, consistent changes that add up over time. Start small, focus on your identity, and design your environment to support the habits you want. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to improve their habits. And I want to hear from you. What is one tiny habit you are going to start today? Comment below and let me know.
Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.